Welcome everyone out here because ANZAC Day Netball of course happened today between Upwey Tecoma and Olinda Ferny Creek, and Olinda Ferny Creek winning by 38 goals today, 80-42 over Upwey Tecoma. And of course we've got two very special guests in front of us, of course representing the Olinda Ferny Creek team. Thanks both of you for joining us.
No worries.
No worries. Well, I'll get both of you to introduce yourselves and obviously what position both of you played in today's game.
I'm Georgia and I played wing defence and centre and wing attack. Yeah.
Bit of everything. And I'm Ren and I played wing defence. The other quarters.
Tell us a bit about the first quarter, because I thought that was when the game was pretty much broken. I know the Tigers got off to a good start, at least I think scored the first goal, but then from there on it sort of all went your team's way. I think you scored 8 unanswered at one stage in that first quarter.
Yeah.
How did you both see that first quarter in particular?
Well, we didn't really know what to expect coming into the game, and we obviously, like when we were warming up, we wanted to keep the intensity high because the weather was really average and the court was wet. So yeah, from the first ball we kind of pushed it, and I think it kind of worked out for us in a way. I think, well, they were probably 2 goals down or 1 goal down in the first quarter, so it was close, but good tough netball. So.
Yeah, definitely. I think our aim was really just go back to basics, nice short passes. Obviously the weather, just take it back a notch in respect of almost skills to tighten them up and clean them up early, but definitely lift in the intensity. Don't let that drop off at all.
Yeah.
Was there, I guess, some hesitation in regards to when, of course, there was the rain that came down the first quarter?
Yeah.
Was there hesitation not to sort of, I guess, do anything really stupid and not, I guess, injure yourselves throughout the game?
You're always cautious on a wet ground, and fortunately they don't have the nylon coating, so it's still quite grippy even with the water on it. Just more the bounce passes you want to stay away from with puddles on the court. So I think we did pretty well getting the ball to the players.
And that's why we wanted to keep it nice and clean. We didn't want to have to take on those kind of 50-50 balls up high in the air with the weather as well.
You won at the end by a lot, 38 goals at the end. Were you surprised of how it all panned out, and was it indicative of what the game sort of went as the game went along?
I don't know.
I was a bit surprised, to be honest. I thought it would be quite a bit closer, not knowing the players, I suppose, and what team they had, but I suppose personally looked back and saw they had quite a close game with Rory last week, so we were expecting it to be tough throughout and not really get that full breakaway towards the end, I think.
Agree. I think I was a bit shocked at halftime. It felt a lot closer than it actually was, but we were in front, I think, about 10 at halftime, so obviously we just wanted to keep that level of distance between the two of us and just keep playing.
Yeah, and personally I don't think I really didn't really look at the scoreboard that much until it got to those quarter time breaks and you're like, oh, that's a bit more than you expected. Yeah, it did feel like it still came up both ways, especially...
It was still competitive.
Definitely competitive. Maybe the last quarter when they did go down and only had 6 players, unfortunately for them.
A few injuries.
But no, otherwise it definitely felt closer.
Yeah.
Now, you've got a very short turnaround for your next game, which is Saturday. I guess, as the game panned out and obviously it got a little bigger, did you try to use it sort of as if it was a bit of a training drill?
I don't think so. I think, it's only our second game into the season, so we still need to work out how we're going to play as a team.
Yeah.
So I think we still pushed it and tried new combos.
I think, definitely the combos, we got to have a bit more of an opportunity with that today.
Yeah.
But definitely still treated as a game.
Definitely, yeah. I think if we treated it not as so much a training drill, but if we slacked off, it's not like, obviously they may have not had the opportunity to come back and fully beat us, but it would look a bit ridiculous if they came within like 2 points in the last quarter with 6 players, not 7. So.
Now, tell us how did... I know it was a team effort today. It was a real team effort, especially out there today in particular. Who do you thought had a real standout game?
I don't know. I actually think Ree played really well. I think most of us had a really good game.
I think it was strong across the board. I think goalers did really well in the wet. That can always be hard, moving around and controlling the ball down that end. So I think they did really well. And when it was pouring down to actually get the ball in the ring, was also
just controlling it in
worked really
the
hard.
first place. Yeah, it's really hard to catch the ball when it's that wet as well.
Yeah.
So
But I think special shout out to our goal shooter today, Sam, who hasn't played for the last season and a half or so, and we got her along today to join in, so that was good.
she played a ripper of a game too.
Yeah.
So probably, Smitty, I'd probably give Smitty best on ground.
Now, two final ones before I let both of you go. Obviously, watch the men's game just beside us. But for both of you, what is so special about playing on ANZAC Day?
I don't think you can describe it. I know it sounds silly, and I know they have the ads for like the AFL and how they like to represent like Australians in general. But it's honestly, it's just special. You know, you're surrounded by a bunch of people. You have the ceremony, and it's just to pay respect to all the people that have served and lost their lives to keep this country a free country. Really.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think it's all about the respect, and I think the mateship definitely comes into a team sport on that day as well. Bring it all together.
Definitely. Lest we forget, guys. Lest we forget.
And one final one, two-part to finish off. Firstly, what is so special about playing for Olinda Ferny Creek?
Oh, where do you start?
Go. There's a long list.
Our culture around the club is awesome. We have a great bunch of not only girls but guys as well, I think, and all committee and supporters. I've never been in a club like it before.
No. I've only ever played for them, and I've lived in Olinda my entire life. But since I started playing for the netball club, I've met so many different people that actually live in the hills, and they're just it's
one big
more
family
like I
almost.
play not just because I find the netball nice and competitive. I actually play because I really enjoy the friendships that I have, the socialisation in general, and even the adults that come up to watch their kids and that are actually like in the volunteers. It's just a really awesome club to be a part of. Yeah.
And second, and that's right. And the second part of that question is, what would be your advice to our viewers that should come out and support the mighty Olinda Ferny Creek team?
Because where else? I don't know. I think I've heard of a couple of people. Obviously, it's secondhand information, but a few people have said that we are one of the nicest clubs to play against, and I'm like, that's a really
Positive thing.
beautiful comment to have from people that aren't even a part of the club or aren't even a part of any club. So, yeah, I think get around us. We're friendly. Come and have a chat. We may have like resting.
And we'll always try and
Resting
put on a
bitch
good show.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll try and
always
do
be
that.
competitive.
Yeah.
So, in for a good game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for joining us.
Thanks, Will.
I can't wait to see how the rest of the season goes, and especially I've got to come out to a couple more games, especially up there in Olinda Ferny Creek. And
Bring your jacket.
absolutely, absolutely. And thanks so much. Best of luck, and let's hope that the season continues really well for you, and hopefully a grand final might be on its way.
Hopefully. We
Thank
hope so.
you.
Thanks, Will.